today. I'm gonna just take you up where I feed the birds at the top for the migration birds. But I'm just going to show you a little bit where I am. I'll turn you around, hopefully you'll be able to see. This is up on the hill. This group of fir trees, which we go all the way up around the top, which I'll take you up there in a minute and just show you what's up there. But that is the start of a 140,000 mixed woodland trees that was planted up here, because over the hill where I just showed you is a pine marten and red squirrel habitat, and we've planted all these trees to form a corridor from over the other side to here, to try and entice the pine martens and red squirrels over here. So what I'll do now is just take you on up the top and show you some odd little birds that I normally see on the way up to the feeding station at the top. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, we're further on up the hill. This is where I normally see white throats. Took a picture earlier this year of one collecting nesting material. And we also have reed buntings. That was really nice. They brought off a brood of youngsters up here. I'll just have a little show you around just to see what we're looking at. So just a minute ago you see a tree up there. I was watching a kestrel hunting, and he come down and he caught a mole and took it in this little tree just up there. And I was watching him through binoculars, and I don't know whether you know, moles are quite distasteful to certain species of birds. He had a peck at it and didn't want to know, he just left it and flew off. But this is halfway up. That's the trees down there, the fir trees that I showed you just a minute ago, and that comes all the way up around here, all on the top. And over the top of this hill, that is where the pine martens and red squirrels are. And like I said, we 140,000 trees we planted is for a corridor, and that comes all the way around, all mixed woodland. Fir trees up on the top there, but mixed woodland all the way around, and it just carries on all the way over to my left as you're looking at it, and about 2 miles further down the road. But this is where the reed buntings and linnets and everything get. I bought some pictures of a reed bunting while I'm walking up here. There's a couple of, well, a house up there that the owner's doing up for himself, and a barn as well. We've got barn owls in the barn. They don't nest in there, but they roost in there at night. The cottage that you see up here, the chimney on the left before they started doing it up. Had a family of barn owls nesting in there, and they brought off 4 youngsters, which all survived, which was brilliant. But that was a few years ago. But now we're just carrying on up. We will end up the top. My feeding station is just about there, and we'll be up the top by the barn in a minute. But just thought I'd show you where I am, and so you can have a look at what I'm looking at. So yeah, it's a lovely place to be, lovely and quiet, out of the way of everything. And right, I'll carry on a little bit, and then I'll just show you a lovely little surprise I had last year. Just hang on a minute. Now, this little surprise I had last spring, I was coming up here, and if you can see this little bush just here, there was a bird in there I've been after for years. I hear it all the time, never ever seen it. They're always down underneath all the cover on the ground, just wheeling around like that, never ever coming up to the surface very often. But I come along here, and it was in full leaf, this tree, and I noticed a little brown bird in there. And I stopped the car because I was actually driving down the track. I absolutely couldn't believe it. It was the grasshopper warbler. And I just stopped the car. He was singing away, called grasshopper warbler because they sound like grasshoppers. And so anyway, I took some pictures. I never thought about taking any film. I was just so excited to actually see him. I was just snapping away. And if that wasn't good enough, after all the years I've been after one, a few weeks later I was up in the feeding station up the top, and a juvenile grasshopper warbler came in and sat in the tree right above the feeding station. Oh dear, I will never ever forget that day. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, I'll head on up the top now, and I'll see you on the way back up there. Okay. So oh God, grasshopper warbler, brilliant. Right, well at the top, well top for me, I can't go any farther. For me, I can drive up to here, but over the hill behind me, I'm too old to do that now, so at least I can come up here in the car. But this is part of the new plantation. All different mixtures of trees and rides and everything. All this will be planted with nest boxes. They'll be planted on different trees all 3 years as they get growing. You'll see some fir trees just up there. We had buzzards nested in there, and they've been taken over by ravens now. So they've been nesting up there for the past 2 years. Yeah, we go on round here, and this is where I've ended up. You can see the car. It actually looks very dark on the screen. I don't know whether you can pick it up or not. It's got a very horrible light today. But moving along here, you'll see the fir trees. I just told you about the ravens. Coming on round, you can see the fir trees in the distance. Over the top of there, that's where the pine martens and red squirrels are. But I was up here last spring, and I just pulled up in the car, And I got out and just happened to look up there where you're looking now, and just on the track there's a track that goes along the top, and there's a roe deer just stood there looking at me. It was a doe, and I managed to get a couple of photographs, and then she just wandered off through the gate and on her merry way. Now from here, if you watch previous videos, you'll see this feeding station, and this is where I normally feed the stone chats, because as you can see the area around here is absolutely perfect for stone chats, and I've been feeding them for years. They normally have about 3 broods. One of the dearest birds for breeding, so normally get 3 broods off of those. And then when the migrants come in, like the red starts, then this is where I feed the red starts, because they breed up here as well. Now just moving on down here, you'll see the green field that comes down here. Again, I turned up in the morning in the spring and just get out of the car, and there was a fox trotting down there, and I thought, what's he got in his mouth? So I got the binoculars out, a bit sharpish, and had a look, and it was a complete nest of either meadow pipits or skylarks. Thing is with foxes, when they prowl around the ground, if they find a nest, they just won't take 1 or 2. They open their mouth and they grab the entire nest in one bite. So they walk off with all these legs dangling out of its mouth, with all the straw and grass that the nest was made out of. So he just grabs the whole lot in one bite. Anyway, he went straight on down the field and then onto the track down the bottom and come along the track, and I managed to get a little bit of film of him. He's a long way away from my little lens I've got, but at least you'll be able to see him wandering along. And when he gets down the bottom, he got a little bit too close to a stonechat's nest, and you'll see the male stonechat mobbing him as he comes along the track. So I'll just put that up and show you. Right, so anyway, this is the view I got up on the feeding station up here. Like I said, it's a lovely view. Goes all the way around. On a lovely clear day, you can see from miles up here. But it does actually go on up over the top. I swing you around. You'll be able to see the plantation, which we hope to get the pine martins in. But don't know whether you can see, there's a dead tree there, and I put a little owl box up in there. Well, that didn't last long because the jackdaws moved in. Alright, now thanks for coming on my little journey up to the top feeding station. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's say one thing I want to say. All you lovely people out there that feed birds and look after birds, big thumbs up. But yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll continue doing these little videos for you and hope you enjoy them. Okay, so until the next one, behave yourself, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-da.